lecture series on vector differentiation. In our today's lecture, we are going to prove theorem which is very important for your exam concern. Statement is, if f bar and g bar are vector functions defined on the domain D, whose first partial derivatives exist, and phi is a scalar function defined on domain D, whose first order partial derivative also exists, then we have to prove that this properties. So first is divergent of C is 0, where C is constant vector, and curl of C is also 0, where C is also vector function, constant function. Third property is divergent of f bar plus g bar is equal to divergent of f bar plus divergent of g bar. Curl of f bar plus g bar is equal to curl of f bar plus curl g bar. And divergent of 5 into f bar is equal to gradient of 5 dot product with this f bar vector function plus phi into divergent of f bar. Here phi is scalar function. Divergent of f bar cross g bar is equal to g bar dot product with curl f bar minus f bar and dot product with curl g bar. And last property is curl of phi into f bar is equal to phi dot product with curl f bar plus cross product of gradient of 5 and vector function f bar. So let's prove these properties. First property is to prove divergent of C is 0, where C is constant function or vector. So what is the definition of divergent of any function? That is del by del x plus del by del y plus del by del z. So for that, del by del x plus del by del y plus del by del z of this function C is equal to, here my C is constant, so we'll get del C by del x plus del C by del y plus del C by del z. This is 0 plus 0 plus 0 is equal to 0, as C is constant function. So derivative of any constant is 0. So therefore divergent of C is 0. Hence proved. Next property is curl C is 0. So second, to prove curl of C is 0, and here also C is constant function. So definition of curl C is determinant of I, j, k, del by del x, del by del y, and del by del z. Suppose my C is in the form C1, C2 up to and C3. So here C1, C2, C3, where Ci are also constant. Take determinant I into del C3 upon del y minus del C2 upon del z minus j into del C3 upon del x minus del C1 upon del z, and k into del C2 upon del x minus del C1 upon del y. Here is I into 0 minus j into 0 plus k into 0, because C1, C2, C3 all are constant, as C is constant function. So 0. Hence curl C is 0. So second property is proved. third property is divergent of to prove divergent of f bar plus g bar is equal to divergent of f bar plus divergent of g bar. So first f bar is equal to, suppose f1 comma f2 comma f3 and g bar function vector function is g1 comma g2 comma g3. Both are vector functions. So take addition f bar plus g bar is equal to f1 comma f2 comma f3 plus g bar, that is g1 comma g2 comma g3. So this is vector addition, and f1 plus g1 comma f2 plus g2 comma f3 plus g3. Next, divergent of f bar plus g bar. So definition of divergent of f bar plus g bar is del by del x plus del by del y plus del by del z of f bar plus g bar. Put the value of f bar plus g bar, that is vector f1 plus g1, f2 plus g2 and f3 plus g3. So is equal to del by del x of f1 plus g1 plus del by del y of f2 plus g2 plus del by del z of f3 plus g3. So is equal to, take partial derivative of these two functions, we'll get del f1 by del x plus del g1 by del x plus del f2 by del y plus del g2 by del y plus del f3 by del z plus del g3 by del z. Del f1 by del x plus del f2 by del y plus del f3 by del z. Grouping these three terms, next remaining term is del g1 by del x plus del g2 by del y plus del g3 by del z. So this is the definition of divergent of f bar plus, and this definition of divergent of g bar. So hence prove this property, that is divergent of f bar plus g bar is equal to divergent of f bar plus divergent of g bar. Next property is to prove curl f bar plus g bar is equal to curl f bar plus curl g bar. So for that, curl f bar plus g bar is equal to, use the definition of curl of any function, that is determinant of I, j, k, del by del x, del by del y, del by del z, and f1 plus g1, f2 plus g2, f3 plus g3. Take determinant, we get I into del by del y of function f3 plus g3 minus del by del z into f2 plus g2 minus j into del by del x of function f3 plus g3 minus del by del z of f1 plus g1, and the third component is k into del by del x of f2 plus g2 minus del by del y of f1 plus g1. So I into take this partial differentiation to both this function, we get del f3 by del y plus del g3 by del y minus del f2 by del z minus del g2 by del z. Second component is minus j into del f3 by del x plus del g3 by del x minus del f1 by del z minus del g1 by del z. In the third component is plus k into del f2 by del x plus del g2 by del x minus del f1 by del y minus del g1 by del y. Grouping f functions and then remaining functions also grouped, we get I of del f3 by del y minus del f2 by del z minus j into del f3 by del x minus del f1 by del z plus k into del f2 by del x minus del f1 by del y. So remaining in the form of function j, that is plus I into del g3 by del y minus del g2 by del z minus j into del g3 by del x minus del g1 by del z plus k into del g2 by del x and minus del g1 by del y. This is the definition of curl f bar, and this definition is curl g bar. So from this we get curl f bar plus curl g bar. So hence we have proved that curl of f bar plus g bar is equal to curl f bar plus curl g bar. Next property we are going to prove, that is to prove divergent of phi into f bar is equal to gradient of phi dot product with function f bar plus 5 into divergent of f bar. So here phi is scalar function and f bar is vector function. So first we are going to find phi into f bar. So f bar is equal to f1 comma f2 comma f3, these three components multiply with scalar function phi. So will imply 5 into vector function f bar is 5 into f1 comma 5 into f2 comma 5 into f3. So next we are going to find divergent of f bar into phi. So divergent of 5 into f bar is equal to del by del x of first component, that is 5 into f1 plus del by del y of second component, that is 5 into f2 and plus del by del z of 5 into f3. So is equal to, take partial differentiation with respect to f x of these two functions, will get 5 into del f1 by del x plus f1 into del phi by del x. These two functions have variable x, so use the rule of multiplication, that is first function as it is, differentiation of second function plus second function as it is, and differentiate of first function. So plus 5 as it is, del f2 by del y plus f2 as it is, and del phi by del y. Third derivative is 5 as it is, del f3 by del z plus f3 as it is, and del f by del z. So is equal to Taking 5 common from these three terms, we'll get 5 into del f1 by del x plus del f2 by del y plus del f3 by del z. In remaining terms is f1 into del f by del x plus del f2 into del f by del phi by del y plus del f3 into del phi by del z. So this is the definition of divergent of f bar. So 5 into divergent of f bar plus this is the dot product of function vector function f bar and del phi by del x, del phi by del y and del phi by del z, and this is the definition of gradient of 5. So first simplify this term, we'll get f1 comma f2 comma f3 dot product with vector del f by del x, del f by del y and del f by del z. Dot product with two function will get f1 into del f del phi by del x plus f2 into del phi by del y plus f3 into del phi by del z. Right. So this is 5 into divergent of f bar plus this is the definition of vector function f bar. Dot product with this definition is gradient of 5. So we have proved that divergent of 5 into f bar will get f bar dot product with gradient of 5 plus 5 into divergent of f bar. So our next property which we have to prove, that is divergent of f bar cross. To prove divergent of f bar cross g bar is equal to dot product of g bar and call f bar minus dot product of f bar and call g bar. So for proof, we know that f bar function is these three components which is scalar functions and g bar is g1 comma g2 comma g3. So first we are going to take this divergent of f bar cross g bar. So definition of this is del by del x, del by del y, del by del z. First f bar, take put its component, that is f1, f2, f3. Second is g bar, so put components of function g bar, that is g1, g2 and g3. Simplify this determinant, we get del by del x of f2 into g3 minus f3 into g2 minus del by del y of f1 into g3 minus f3 into g1 plus del by del z of f1 into g2 minus f2 into g1. Take partial derivative of this, and these two are function of x. Here also we are using rule of multiplying, that is first function as it is, take derivative of second function plus second function as it is and take derivative of first function. So f2 into del g3 by del x plus g3 as it is del f2 by del x minus f3 as it is del g2 by del x minus g2 as it is and del f3 by del x. Here is minus, so f1 into del g3 by del y minus g3 as it is del f1 by del y. Minus minus plus will get f3 into del g1 by del y plus g1 as it is del f3 by del y. Last term is f1 as it is del g2 by del z plus g2 as it is del f1 by del z minus f2 as it is del g1 upon del z minus g1 as it is del f2 by del z. So is equal to, take f1 common, f1 here and f1 here. So taking f1 outside, we'll get del g2 by del z minus del g3 by del y. Second is f2, so f2 here and here. So plus f2 will get del g3 by del x minus del g1 by del z plus f3. So f3 is here and f3 is here. So del g1 by del y minus del g2 by del x. Next is for g1, so plus g1, here is g1 and here is g1. So del f3 upon del y minus del f2 upon del z plus g2. G2 is here and also here. So put first del f1 by del z minus del f3 by del x plus g3. G3 is this. So into del f2 by del x minus del f1 by del y. So called this is equation number 1. Next we are going to find curl f bar. So curl f bar is equal to I j k del by del x del by del y del by del z. Put components of f bar function, that is f1, f2 and f3, and then take determinant. We get I into del f3 by del y minus del f2 by del z minus j into del f3 by del x minus del f1 by del z, and plus k is equal to del f2 by del x minus del f1 by del y. Next, dot product with this function g bar. So g bar dot product with curl f bar will get g bar is g1 comma g2 comma g3 dot product with this, that is del f3 upon del y minus del f2 upon del z. This is first component. For second component, multiply minus here, we'll get this term minus and this term plus. So first I am writing this term, that is del f1 by del z and minus del f3 by del x. The remaining component is del f2 by del x minus del f1 by del y. So taking dot product, these two vector will get multiply first component, that is g1 into del f3 by del y minus del f2 by del z plus multiply second component, that is g2 into del f1 by del z minus del f3 by del x plus third component is g3 into del f2 by del x minus del f1 by del y. So this is dot product of function g bar and curl f bar. Call it as equation number 2. Next we are going to find curl g and then dot product with it f bar vector function. So curl g bar is next curl g bar. So curl g bar is determinant of I, j, k del by del x, del by del y, del by del z, and component of g bar is g1, g2 and g3. So for determinant, I into del g3 by del y minus del g2 by del z minus j into
del g3 by del x minus del g1 by del z, and the last component is del g2 by del x minus del g1 by del y. So dot product with g bar into curl f bar, that is g1 comma g2 comma g3 dot product with del g3 by del y minus del g2 by del z, and multiply minus here will get del g1 by del z minus del g3 by del x, and last one is del g2 by del x minus del g1 by del y. So dot product take dot product of these two functions will get g1 into sorry, here there is a small mistake, that is not g bar into curl f bar. Here we have to write f bar into curl g bar, because we want to find this value f bar into curl g bar. So here we have find that curl g bar, that is this, and instead of this I have to write here f1 comma f2 comma f3. So this is here f1 comma f2 comma f3 dot product with this function. So we will get f1 into del g3 upon del y minus del g2 upon del z plus f2 into del g1 by del z minus del g3 by del x, and last component is f3 into del g2 by del x minus del g1 by del y. So this is the dot product of f bar and curl g bar. I call it as equation number 3. So from equation number our 2 and 3, take equation 2 plus equation 3. So we'll get is equal to equation number 1. So you can see that this is my f bar into curl g bar, and this is g bar dot product with curl f bar. So, and this is the value of divergent of f bar cross g bar. So equations are same, and we get that divergent of f bar cross g bar is equal to dot product of g bar and curl f bar minus f bar in curl g bar.